Hey everybody, welcome to Polypsyche. This is your new moon in Scorpio reading for the collective. My computer will bounce, but we will try and have some fun here. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope you guys can hear me. May have to turn up your volume. I have people sleeping in the house, so I don't like to be too loud. So yeah. So we're just gonna kind of jump into this. So I have this to start off with. Some intense energy here already, which was something that I was noticing here. Let's see if I can get a shot of this thing, because this is pretty cool. Yeah. Faceless Ghost and the Haunted Girl, Ghost People. So we're going to start with reading on this. This is the Oracles of Shadows and Light. And then I'm just going to kind of go from there. We're going to dig. We're going to see what we've got to face during this Scorpio new moon. The things that are coming up for us to deal with. So again, sorry for the shaky. I will try and see if I can get it to not shake so much, but I don't know. Let's see. It's always something. So this is number 34. Let's see what it says. This is a lot too. Usually I like to pick certain messages out of here. In this beautiful card, a lovely girl in the bare woods is being moved in on by two masked ghosts. They do not reveal their identity, but she can feel their presence strongly. She remains calm as she knows who they are. They are the Nopurabo, the faceless ones, who have no features and who take on the form of others around them. They wear a variety of masks, and they regularly take up a new cause or identity without being aware of their own need to grow and learn themselves. Because of this, they seek out energy from others who are bright, strong, and real. Now they are seeking hers, and it is likely they are seeking yours also. Wow. There's a lot more to this, but this is really hitting me here. A lot of clarity is going on. We've had some stuff going on with Jupiter and Pluto, and that creates a lot of stuff. I have to look up that some more. But I know that we did just have Mars go direct today. Today's Friday the 13th. So, do not go into fear. They are sending her messages, but she knows they are not what they seem, and that there are many like them in this world. Those who feed on your strengths, who see you in a light that is divine, like they see that beauty that shines through you. And you're dealing with jealousy, people that have not confronted their shadows. And some of you have confronted them, and some of you are working through these things. And it just varies. The majority of you, yes. The majority of you are making progress. But it's hard for each one of us. We all have our own stories. These faceless ones are coming to me, trying to take advantage. This is what she speaks. Of what they see as my moment of weakness, but I do not fear them, as I know they are blank, formless, and simply taking on any energy they can find. I know who I am, and I clearly see that they do not. They are simply spirits who have lost their way. And so they feed off others. I may not be at my strongest at this time, but I am stronger than they will ever be. They do not feed off me, for I know who they are and what it is they seek. I do not wish them harm, but neither will I give my energy away to them. I will also warn you to do the same. This is what's being asked of you. Just so intense, just right off the bat. I'm just completely mind blown by this. which who are you giving your energy to? And like, for example, like, say you're arguing about something with somebody, and you're trying so hard to get them to see your point of view, and it's, I mean, you've probably tried for, you could have even tried for years for someone here. You know, like, I have instances where I like, especially, you know, with politics, I just gave up. I just completely gave up on trying to explain points to people that I believe in. Like, so either you do identify with me, and I do know that you identify with me, or you do not. And clearly that has become a thing that has been very much seen. A light has been shed on that, very much so. But it is still important to understand somebody else's, where they're coming from also. But I almost feel like this person here is, God, I also have images of somebody who's taking, and no matter what you do, no matter what you say, like, say you're, because you're kind, right, and you want to help somebody, for example, like, their health is bad, and you're trying to constantly tell them, hey, you know, do this so that way your health is better. And no matter what you say, they're just like, yeah, I know, la 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 la. You know, it's like somebody who is never going to see things, like, because you care about that person. But they do not want to lift you up. Someone like that just wants you to pity them. They just want to feed off of you and cause more strain to your life whenever, as if you don't have, you know, it's crazy how we think that, oh, well, she's successful or he's successful and they've got it all together. And if you've ever watched a movie about, for example, like a musician, right, a famous musician, and the freaking crap they went through, it's phenomenal. And so that music that you're listening to is like, they could have been going through like the worst time ever. And they found strength through that time. But to understand that just because someone's famous or rich doesn't mean that they don't suffer. And the same goes for poor people. People want to point at poor people also. Like, oh, well, they don't work, or they need assistance or something along those lines. And it's never that issue. Like, everyone has to look at things from an individual perspective. And if you're constantly saying that somebody acts a certain way or does a certain thing, it's just, you can't just group a whole bunch of people together. Now, I mean, on certain instances, yes, hating, groups of people hating on other people, that is frowned upon, because that's not what this new generation is about. As we move into this, you know, Saturn's going to move into Aquarius in December. That's Saturn was in Aquarius earlier this year when the Black Lives Matter protest started, and people aren't going to take crap. They're not going to take, like, that's what I keep getting. Like, I just know. Now, I mean, it's harder to protest when it's December in Washington, D.C., but I'm hoping it won't be like that. I'm hoping that things are going to work out. And, you know, we all have fears about certain things. And I just, you know, he's going to be in Aquarius for like 2 years. It's going to transform Aquarius energy. It's going to probably ground Aquarius energy too. Aquarians will get their karma because it'll be coming in. But, you know, like, I'm a Capricorn, so Saturn came home to me. This is when a big change happened. This is how I got into this, what I do now. And yeah, it's just recognizing the people whose energy you don't want to give to has been a big thing, especially, like, and for me as a Capricorn. Like, I've really have cut people out like nobody's business. I won't take crap. I'm just like, I can't. I have a kid. I have things I'm trying to do, and like I've been held back so long from doing this as I successfully and anything else successfully, and so I just don't have time for the delay any longer. And Mars is going direct today, and he's not taking crap no more. He's like, nope. Sorry. Yeah, you kind of, it's tough, man. Here's the divination message. I know this is crazy, like just one card so far, like do we even need to go farther than this? This is crazy. You may seem in need of help to people who actually have an agenda at the moment. Okay. Interesting. People around you are acting like experts and supporting each other in the group mindset and wanting you to join them for your own good despite your misgivings. They either do not have fully formed identities or they are too easily taken on the beliefs and ideas of a powerful other. That's scary. We just had a delay just then on the thing. You may be asked to join with others in their beliefs and be alarmed at the mindset and belief system that seems very blank and faceless, devoid of human joy and warmth. It is wise for you to keep your own counsel, remain detached, and wait for the faceless ones to reveal themselves. They will change when an even more powerful person for them to attach to comes along. Know that until they find their own selves and commit to following that path, they will be as blank pages, written upon by whatever hand comes near them. Do not be like this. Make your own mark on this world. There could be imitation taking place, where your work and ideas and even your personality are being copied too closely. Wow. And people we're basically like worshiping powerful people is what I kept getting there, like somebody that's ugly, like being like basically like worshipped here in the situation, like somebody that's nasty and talks crap all the time, and people are like, oh, I love this person because they just talk so much crap all the time. I don't know who that could be, but anyway, let's do the Osho Zen Tarot, and then I'm going to do some clarifications with this. Just kind of feel it out here. Pull us a few cards, take a look at the energy here that you may be confronted with, though this is pretty good here. I mean, this is pretty much states it all for the most part. Yeah, look, suppression is here. It came out in reverse. This is like my Ten of Wands here, in my opinion. I could be wrong. The black is usually a major arcana, but it was in reverse. So I feel like you're getting out of this grips here. What is this here? Let's see. Whoa, yeah, there's the Death. So if there was anything that was keeping you stuck, like this is stuck. I mean, look at all the ropes. Look at this. Just literally like it almost looks like in like a freaking well. Just stuck in a well. Okay, I want to read this. We're digging today, buddy. We're digging. It might bounce a little more because I moved the box here. I have to use my laptop because sorry, I've got a lot on my mind. It's like processing. Channel. It's hard to upload. Whoa, they are flying like a motherfreaker. Yeah, there's the creator there. These are all black. I can't remember if it matters or not. This one's kind of difficult to look stuff up in. There's the Creator. There's Death, and then number 10, which I think is the 10 of Wands. That's probably going to be back this way. Yeah, suppression. Oh, I want to bend the cards, and I don't want to do that. Bend the pages. There's a lot to this. Tied up in knots. His light still shines within, but he has repressed his own vitality, trying to meet so many demands and expectations. He has given up on his own power and vision in return for being accepted by the very same forces that have imprisoned him. The danger of suppressing one's natural energy is this way is apparent in the cracks of a volcanic eruption about to take place around the edges of the image. The real message of this card is to find a healing outlet for this potential explosion. Wow, and that's so crazy. Oh, don't say I'm low on space. I want to get this out first. May not be able to pull as many cards as I want to, but... So you have this rage building up, this feeling stuck. Beat on a pillow, jump up and down, go out into the wilderness and scream at the empty sky. Anything to shake up your energy and allow it to circulate freely. Don't wait for a catastrophe to happen. You could be angry at people too. Wow. Go on throwing into the basement things you want to do, but you cannot. So it's like suppressing, and that's why, of course, it's suppression. So the things that you want to do, because of social conditions, culture, civilization, people are like, no, that's wrong, because the group has decided, right? And so they tell you that, like, for example, like, say you want to be a tarot reader, for example, and everyone's like, no, you can't do that. Like, nobody, like, you know what I'm saying? But we're coming into this new age now where it's like, I'm going to do what my heart tells me to do. It's me. I'm going to follow what I have to do for me. They affect your actions, your life, very indirectly for some of you. Directly, they can not face you. You have forced them into darkness. Interesting. But from the dark side, they go on influencing your behavior. They are dangerous. It is dangerous to keep all those inhibitions inside you. It is possible that these are things that come to a climax when a person goes insane. Insanity is nothing but all these suppressions coming to a point where you cannot control them anymore. But madness is acceptable, where medication is not. The medication is the only way to make you absolutely sane. So again, in releasing all this where you feel like you missed opportunities, or again, things that people may find to be unacceptable. My hair. I might get a haircut. Do some layers or something. I do like the purple. You probably can see it a little bit. But yeah, I don't like it when it's all just like here. Like, I want it, I don't know. I gotta like layer it up a little bit here. So again, this is dangerous. Yeah, it's fire. This is that 10 of Wands. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it came out in reverse. So I feel like, that's your past energy. I feel like presently you're in this transformation energy here. Fan-freaking-tastic. But you could still be struggling with the suppression also, though. You need to have your outlet. This transformation energy wants to come in. This creator energy wants to come in. But it's almost like a cleansing of your chakra here, right? It's almost like you have to cleanse it. You have to release that blockage for some of you. And sometimes whenever you release something or you try to open up a chakra, you know, it could cause certain things. Releasing confidence, too. That's a big, with your self-confidence. The yellows. All right. Let's go on to the transformation. It is death. It's crazy. Freaking crazy, man. How the universe just gives us what we need. The central figure in this card sits atop the vast flowers of the void and holds the symbols of transformation, the sword that cuts through illusion, the snake that rejuvenates itself by shedding its skin, the broken chain of limitations, and the yin-yang symbol of transcending duality. One of its hands rests in its lap, open and receptive. The other reaches down to touch the mouth of a sleeping face, symbolizing the silence that comes when we are at rest. This is a time for a deep let go. Allow any pain, sorrow, or difficulty just to be there, accepting its fasticity. It's very much like the experience of Gautama Buddha, when after years of seeking, he finally gave up knowing there was nothing more than he could do. That very night he became enlightened. Transformation comes like death in its own time, and like death it takes you from one dimension to another. So letting go again. Gosh, I have animals outside and my dog. She sleeps on my porch. I keep her warm. It hasn't been very cold here, so I'll bring her crate inside too. But she likes to be outside. She's an outside dog. So accepting and releasing, just amazing that this is going on. My dog keeps growling. I hope I don't have bears. That worries me. A master in Zen is not simply a teacher. In all the religions, there are only teachers. They teach you about subjects which you don't know, and they ask you to believe, because there is no way to bring those experiences into objective reality. Neither has the teacher known them. He has believed them. He transfers his belief to somebody else. Zen is not a believer's world. It is not for the faithful ones. It is for those daring souls who can drop all belief, unbelief, doubt, reason, mind, and simply enter into the pure existence without boundaries. Wow. This is what's asked of you, to release what people want you to be. Anything that people want you to be that does not align with you, you're being asked to when you can release all this, it brings tremendous transformation. Hence, let me say that while others are involved in philosophy, Zen is involved in metamorphosis and a transformation. Also, I'm getting channeling, releasing past pain, past traumas, accepting them for what they were, trying to see how everyone has flaws, trying to see those things, and forgiving too. It's you know, and it's like, I know we're talking about Zen, but like one of my things, like, you know, I had to bring up Jesus, but one of the things about learning about Jesus was how he was always talking about forgiving and loving your brother and loving your neighbor and loving no matter what. You know, he condemned the wealthy. There were certain ideals that I very much have always identified with that. And it wasn't really just condemning the wealthy. It was more about, there is a certain mindset of people thinking that they're better than others. And he often talked about not having the wealth, like learning to give it away to those, and it was interesting how he would talk about giving it away to create a better world. Oftentimes we talk about those kind of things where, feeding the poor, and something I had always wanted to do was to be more involved in helping those less fortunate. But I've never had much money, and as I only volunteered so much in my lifetime, things have taken me on weird paths. A lot of time readers, we go through relationships, rough relationships for some of us. So, it just kind of ended up that way. But now I'm doing this, and I'm trying to help now. And maybe I am for some of you, and even if it's only just a few of you, it makes me so happy to know that, you guys are, so supportive of me. And yeah, it's about realizing that everything that you've gone through has led to this moment where you're at now. Right here. And you are who you are because of it. You've learned so many lessons. But forgiveness and just being here and releasing. You drop the belief, the unbelief, the doubt, reason, mind, and simply enter in the pure existence without boundaries, realizing how connected you are to just everything. It changes you from base metal to gold, but its language has to be understood, not with your reasoning and intellectual mind, but with your loving heart. Or even just listening, not bothering whether it is true or not. And a moment comes suddenly that you see it, which has been eluding you your whole life. Suddenly what Gautam Buddha called 84,000 doors open. Wow. Oh my goodness. This is such a, I recommend this to everybody, that Osho. If you want to, deep let go, allow any pain, sorrow, or difficulty, just be there. Accepting it for what it is and just saying, okay, it is what it is. No longer putting blame on that person, oh, they hurt me, or, kicking yourself because you missed an opportunity or something. This is just amazing. I feel like, so this can come in. Boom. All right, let's see if we can get this one card done. I know I've taken forever, but... There you are. The Zen Master in this card has harnessed the energy of fire. This is a big thing that's coming through. I've been seeing a lot of fire energy wanting to come through. And the Yang energy is moving again, with Mars going direct. So this is a big thing that Mars wants to happen, for us to be able to move into action. Energy of fire, and is able to use it for creation rather than destruction. He invites us to recognize and participate with him in the understanding that belongs to those who have mastered the fires of passion without repressing them or allowing them to get destructive and out of balance. He is so integrated that there is no longer any difference between who he is inside and who he is in the world outside. He offers this gift of understanding and integration to all those who come to him. The gift of creation. Yes, the King of Fire. Oh man, I saw him. I can't remember what reading I did where I saw him. I think it was really heavy in the Pisces reading that I was seeing in that. I just get so many messages though in these, and in my moon readings I see so much clear So there's so much work to do. Always so much work to do with my readings. He offers this gift of understanding and integration to all those who come to him, the gift of creative light that comes from the center of his being. The King of Fire tells us that anything that we undertake now, with the understanding that comes from maturity, will bring enrichment to our own lives and to the lives of others. Using whatever skills you have, whatever you have learned from your own life experience, it is time to express yourself. Wow. It's just crazy how he's the creator, right? Oh, sorry. My legs. There are two types of creators in this world. One type of creator works with objects, a poet, painter. They work with objects, they create things. The other type of creator, the mystic, creates himself. He doesn't work with objects. He works with the subject. He works on himself, his own being. And he is the real creator, the real poet, because he makes himself into a masterpiece. You are carrying a masterpiece hidden within you, but you are standing in the way. Just move aside. Then the masterpiece will be revealed. Everyone is a masterpiece because God never gives birth to anything less than that. Everyone carries their masterpiece hidden for many lives, not knowing who they are and just trying on the surface to become someone. Drop the idea of becoming someone because you already are a masterpiece. You cannot be improved. You have only to come to it, to know it, to realize it. God has himself created you. You cannot be improved. It's just be. Just be here in the now. Nothing exists outside of the present moment. It's almost like a complete death of the ego. And realizing just, wow, you already are perfect as you are. Perfect as the universe God made you. Wow. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good reading here. I can't believe how few cards we got. I love it though, right? Because we still got an excellent message. I know it's a lot of reading, but it's just for somebody out here. Somebody out here needs it. And I think I don't think there's any reason to even push any farther than that. I could pull a Whispers of Love, but I mean, basically, it's pretty much done, I would say. Look, True Love. True Love is at the bottom here. Wow. But I almost feel like this is, I almost feel like this is coming into alignment with yourself more than anything right now. Because you have the objective of true love here. And the divine masculine needs to be something, and the divine feminine needs to be. And it's not really just needing to be, it's about just accepting who you are and being truly you. Interesting. I wonder, let's see what messages we get, just for the heck of it. Yeah, turn on your heart light. Reflection on a time when you experienced love. But again, like I said, it's about realizing, that you are just so divine. Look into your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Number 11. And choose love. You always have a choice. Make yours with love. Number 21. The world and justice. Wow. Being loving is seeing the life through God's eyes. Like seeing the life, seeing the world, seeing everything as if, it's really, I think, realizing too how special you are too. Because there's only one of you. Only one. There's that true love again. Treasure your loved ones again. This is you loving yourself. There's only one you. This is the love of this love is once in a lifetime. This love, the love of you. The universe loves you so much. You are so supported and unique and special, and wow. It just kind of just has me like, whoa. Embrace your emotions. Allow your feelings to surface and be accepted. It's a big transformation. It's big. Just being you and loving you. All that you are. All that. Because you, like I said again, there's just only one you. There's only one. It's not another one. You know, you can try to be like somebody else, or they may try to be like you. So, I don't know, I could keep going on and on and on, but this is what I have for you, for your new moon reading. And, yeah, wishing you guys all the best. Thanks for watching. Love and light. Namaste.